Maybe I'll come too.
No, stay here and you watch it.
Sakazaki, Doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab.
Our body was left alone?
Leaving Chavala alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor. Well then, let's go, Kawara. Shirogane. Very well. Yep. Where is that hatch? Have you eyes or pickled onions? Right there. The hatch, high above the ground, is open. Looks like the control panel worked. I think every birdie should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, so we'll have to go 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. We can only see the sky, but there's no storm or gale. Nothing but the same calm autumn sky from this morning. No earthquake, no typhoon. The announcement video was a fake.
We already knew that.
I think it's safest to assume that the whole thing was a lie. I'm curious about the state of things out there, but the door closes on its own, so we had best think carefully before going out. We can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going on out there, if anything. But if there's really no disaster, and this is all some plot surrounding Khalil's death, then we need more clues. I'll go. Are you sure? We have no guarantee that it's safe out there. It isn't safe here either. Touché. Look! The hatch is open!
It is! We can go home!
No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out there yet. Like heck we're sticking around with nothing but that bogus explanation from earlier.
I can't wait any longer. I'm going out!
Wait, come back! Come back at once! We don't know if it's safe out there yet. Did somebody shoot her down? A gunshot? We have to go help him. No, it was a boy.
No, whatever.
Calm down, Kawara. You'll only get yourself shot as well. But... As if to laugh at my shot, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot. As soon as he went out, someone on the other side shot him. It's not a natural disaster. If we go out, we get killed.
So it's not shit's going down in here, it's shit that wants to get in and kill birds, or at least stop anyone from leaving.
But why?
Third class end.
Fourth class.
We still have those files to look at.
Javala's corpse, delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they tried to escape. What is going on outside? How humiliating! It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped him.
It's not your fault. You couldn't do anything.
There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. Now you're kind of in a situation where mourning will have to wait. Unless you want to
Die mourning.
You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. I would not be. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym.
What about Student A? Student B got shot, but Student A would have seen it.
We can explain to them after we figure out what to do.
Either that or both of them flew out and got shot immediately.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the Styx. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One might have that file open. Very well. We returned to the maintenance office and explained what outside to Mr. One. I guess what happened outside to Mr. One.
I see. Seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit.
Our worst predictions? Do you even know something?
We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one.
I've been wondering for a while. Mr. One, are you really just a maintenance worker?
An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly. Leon JB. I am Leon JB, one of the greatest sword rings of the Dove Party. S-Class agent, pleased to meet you.
The Dove Party?
You're not a dove.
He looks like a cockatiel to me. I have heard of this Dove Party, the secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct?
You are well informed, young one.
It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something. Yeah, you're totally out of the loop. Everybody else knows.
Yeah.
There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. Dove Party, who believe we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over.
These are secret organizations. Have you ever heard of the KKK? Assholes will band together and do shitty things.
Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together?
Sadly, this is not how the world works. This is not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity in this school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened.
Wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pittinations? It seems hard to believe. This school is known for its tolerant policies toward humans. It even welcomed Cleo as a representative.
I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to this school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions.
Oh, you got it open? Thank you. That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand in feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187.
I'm gonna write that down. Because the only other time we got a specific year was in one of the notes about something happening. Year 2187. I can't go to the title here, but remind me.
They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to the Sumatera influenza. The human representative? This is talking about Khalil, no matter how we look at it. 2187. That's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest.
1 sec, I'm gonna check. Title. Okay. It was one of the 2173. The A of High School was bombed by humans.
High City. So 73, 83, 14 years prior.
No, wait, 7. Yeah, 14 years, sorry, you're right. So 14 years prior, things got bombed. And we're in high school.
15, so the year before you were born, so the person was pregnant with you.
When this shit went down.
Yeah. Or possibly pregnant, depending on the time of the year.
Yeah.
The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. Concession, to wit, a hostage for birds.
What does that mean? Like the birds would hold it hostage if the humans got upset?
Possibly. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners.
Why? Is that who shot the bird? Are there humans outside that they're like, hey, the dome is up, that means all you are ours?
I have seen... Oh, we're going to discuss this. I have seen before where really strong concessions like that are made as an attempt to prove that they have no intentions whatsoever of going against whatever deal is being made. In this case, the safety and well-being of Khalil.
Yeah. Humans are like, we don't want to give you Khalil. And they're like, okay, well, if something does happen to her, you can have a bunch of our students. And now that something has happened.
So it was, my guess is it's the Dove Party that wanted to introduce Khalil to the school to try and, get things working.
Yeah.
But then the Hawk Party infiltrated, and they're the ones that killed her with the pure purpose of starting a war with the humans.
Right, so they have an excuse to exterminate the humans because now the humans are violent. Yeah, and I can see that. Because if the whole bird world, I guess, finds out that a bunch of humans gang together and mass murdered a school of birds.
A school, basically children.
Yeah, then I can see the rest of the bird world being like, yeah, fuck humans. They're horrible and vengeful, even if it did get out that the school killed one of their humans. So
I have to say, the people that came in, the representatives of Hawk that came in, They must have had to sign a waiver saying, you know that you are going to be there till your death.
Yeah.
Because once the dome goes up, there's no getting out alive.
I wonder if the president guy, the what's it called?
Principal?
The principal. But he's called the chairman or whatever. The principal guy. I wonder if, we died and the Hawk Party or whoever set up this dome thing was like, okay, principal, put up the dome. And principal's like, no, I don't want to die. And they're like, fuck you. And they killed him anyway and put up the dome. And that's why he died before the dome went up, because maybe he chickened out and he's like, I want to live. And then whoever was like, no, you don't have a choice in this anymore. This whole school is sacrifice. And the doctor, it's weird that the doctor is here, but he did say his only love was experimenting. So he either didn't know or didn't care because he would get to experiment on a bunch of birds and a human that got medically fucked with.
Yeah. Okay. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and alien protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Jovala is to die, so her death was connected to the dome after all, and the important part is the final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Jovala, the representative of humanity then, the entire school, takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all. So, this was the true face of her enrollment here. I rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start.
Indeed. Things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, this school's public sentence is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financer, the Ichijo Group, have been heavily involved in human charities for the past 12 years. I have investigated the history of St. Pigeonations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the ideal of coexisting with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We have information about this document for some time. It is real.
It's kind of hard to take all this in at once.
How much time do we have left?
Just to make sure, I think we have about 8 hours. For 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then, when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight.
Well, no, it said we'll be prisoners, but they'll probably kill us on sight. And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin.
That student who got shot when he flew out the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago?
Oh, okay, so we have 10 hours.
Yeah, it was right at the start of second period, around 10 o'clock. And so, we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching some birdie get shot. Remain calm, Koara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next.
This is true.
I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day they decided to tangle with the Lebel. What time is it, Mr. Leon?
Just past 2. Oh, so it's been 4 hours. Or I guess, yeah, the evacuation started, but they probably, yeah.
We have only 8 hours left then. 8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuga. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Koara. I'm not. I mean it.
Oh, friendship!
Yay!
Yay!
We found the connection between Javala's death and the dome. There's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We'd better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time.
Find Nageki again. Nageki said he talked to us, and if anyone knows who killed us, it's us. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees.
Don't miss the forest for the trees. Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful. What is that? I don't know. That's what it says on here.
That's the file that says we must touch butts.
The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like there's anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese! Look, it's spelled hurtful. Oh, it is! I thought Hatoful meant heartful. I suspect that we will find many of the things become quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that it was in the locked file.
Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history.
The school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Colleen died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape. Which means that maybe he had a guarantee for safety for himself. I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way.
This is all Elder's faults. Let's expect them.
Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right, let's go look at the school documents then.
The library! And maybe we'll find a Kiki! I'm not the only dove against agent in this school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen. Can't you just tell us?
Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. So save. No. Didn't throw my phone down. Oh.